I have to apologize. Seanorama fell behind. That's right. This is the latest episode, and it is, in fact, 2 days late. But what I want to tell you is it was my birthday on Saturday, this past Saturday, and I took some time off, shut out from the world, went off with my beautiful wife for a couple of days. Just her and I, we hung out and just got to be us again, just that couple. And just had a really, really fun time just being ourselves, being silly. We got so much done. We each did some writing, we did some reading, we just lounged, had some drinks, ate too much. It was just good. But anyway, I am back in the saddle, and in this episode, you get yours truly going and taking a trip down memory lane with Voices by Tracy, and you kind of find out where these two met and where that long-lasting friendship kind of came from. So enjoy the episode.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Good. I get the air conditioning on.
Oh, do you?
Oh my god. I don't know what happened, but it's hot in here.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Well, it's not the same thing over here. I got cooled down in a different way because I was caught in a downpour.
Oh.
Good times.
Good times.
I know. That's all right. I didn't need a shower, but I guess I do now.
Well, now you're good for a couple of days.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Easily. So, yes, you've got the AC on. It's nice and hot.
Yep.
Bring it on.
I get the long drive home.
The long drive home. Well, I think it's like, what, 12, 15 minutes tops?
No, it's not today, no. I worked at the other location today, so.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So we have more time to chit-chat.
Yes, we do. That's all right. Let's do it today.
Woohoo!
I don't know what we want to talk about. We kind of had a good run on the last one, but then we stopped because you were doing stuff.
Yes, unfortunately, my time was already occupied, was already spoken for. So,
that's a good thing.
But yes. Well, you know, it's what's the word? What's the expression? No rest for the wicked, precious little for the righteous. Yes, exactly.
I like it.
That would be a good name for an album. Nah, it would
never work.
Nah, it would never. Yeah, that's kind of, would that be constituted as a dad joke or kind of like
as a dad joke? I guess probably.
Well, yeah, okay, because obviously people know that Ozzy Osbourne came out with an album called No Rest for the Wicked.
Well,
but
yes,
anyway,
that's
so
yes, I caught on to
yes,
that.
I know you did. I know you did.
It's a good album, actually.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is good. It's one of the good ones.
Yep.
But yeah, no, we were on a really good go the last time, and I promised and I sent some songs out to you.
Yes, which I haven't listened to yet.
I know. I figured. It's all good.
The only thing I'm listening to right now, there's this little band called Dome.
Shut the front door. I think I've heard of them. They're really awesome, actually.
They're pretty good, but the singer's a real jerk.
He's like he's thinking he's so hot and like whatever.
Oh yeah. So actually that is the only thing I've been listening to.
Yes,
because
obviously.
It's all to get ready for the show.
I know, which is coming up on the weekend,
yes,
and I'm
Saturday.
so psyched, and I will virtually be there, virtually. I will be there.
Well, you might actually physically be able to virtually be there, or...
Shut up!
Well,
really?
I don't know, I'm trying to set up a couple of things.
Okay.
For Saturday. There's a lot of people coming now. I always say all, but all the people that I've befriended through this whole competition.
Yes.
Like I've actually gone out and said hi to every single person in this competition.
Well,
and
yeah.
some of them were receptive, some of them less receptive. And all the people that were receptive, it sounds like they're all coming on Saturday.
That's amazing.
You know, the bands that didn't make it to this cut, which doesn't, well, some of these bands are really phenomenal. I'm not happy they didn't make it because they're really good. But that being said, the bands that have made it through are really good. So I wish we all could win.
Well, unfortunately, that's the name of the game, eh? I mean, just because they didn't win this time around doesn't mean that their turn's not going to come. And you know, you've known me through many a voice contract that I nearly got.
Yep.
And I'm like, you know what? It's because it's not meant to be. So.
Yeah, exactly. But
you are meant to be, and exactly, and you've met some amazing people along the way, and they're there to support you because, I mean, I tend to believe that in the music industry and in any industry, like, you band together.
Yeah.
And
Band of brothers marching together. What is that from?
Okay, thank you, Robin Hood.
Yay, you got the reference.
This is the 1970s called. What their show back, please.
Yes, well, they can have it. I've got pop-up not pop-up video.
Yeah.
Damn it, what's that show called?
Kid Video.
Sorry.
Yes. This show was sponsored by the 1980s.
Yes, this show's been sponsored by the 1980s.
Neon colors not included.
Yes, yeah. What were those?
So yes.
With leg warmers, that's what it was. That's what I was thinking.
Yes. Oh God. Yes.
Why were chicks considered hot wearing those? I never understood that. Like, oh, your ankles aren't cold.
Yeah,
that's pretty hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a big a question mark on that because I have no idea, and I think it was all because of not Footloose, the Flashdance, not the Flashdance. I sound like my dad. I'm going on the face page. Oh, just no.
As I call it, the stickball. Is that the one with the stick or without the stick? I don't.
Yeah.
I think you get points in it, and if you have enough, you win or something.
I got nothing. Anyways, yes. So getting back to the music industry and people just supporting you and wanting you to succeed, and that is amazing.
Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I talked to my mom about it in my last podcast with her there about the what do you call it? The brotherhood or whatever. Like when you're in it and doing it, it's something I had never experienced before at this level. So it's really cool. Actually, it might be my favorite thing.
Yes, no, definitely.
Yeah. So today, I contacted the venue and asked them if we could open for the Reverend Horton Heat.
What?
Because we're in that's where he's playing. So,
yeah. The same night? Oh.
No. It's in March or something.
Oh,
but
okay.
I just, you don't know if you don't ask. So I've asked, please.
Exactly. Right.
I said, obviously, our style is a perfect fit with the Reverend's style, and would be an ideal opening act for them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if anything will come of it, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
Exactly. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no.
And I said, I'm going to be there anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Please.
I'm going to go see the Reverend. Of course I'm going to go see the Reverend.
Exactly. So why don't I just play at the same time?
Yeah, exactly.
That would be amazing.
If he comps me a free ticket, then,
there's...
No, I would pay... I would pay the Reverend because he deserves my money because that guy works hard.
Yes, exactly. Awesome. I completely agree.
So, some couple of things that popped up. Saturday is going to be televised. I don't know if it's going to be televised live or not. I'm trying to get some information, and I have none. But, do you guys have Shaw TV out there?
Shaw? No. Well, I mean, I believe... I want to say it is available, but I don't know to what extent it is. So it may, like, for me, it's not. I don't have access to that.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna find out because I know they have they report local music all the time. Apparently, I wasn't aware because I don't have cable at home.
Okay.
I don't even know how cable works anymore. I don't know if they've kept up with the times or if they're still dinosauring their way through.
Yeah, there's still a big box and a clunky like cord that goes to the TV.
Like, is there still antenna like on that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Rabbit ears, good old rabbit ears. Again, this show is brought to you by the 70s.
That's right. Hey, you know what? Okay, I've decided what I want to do. You may or may not know this story, but I want to tell a story. Can I tell a story?
You can tell a story. This is your podcast. Right. You go right ahead. And
I'm telling you the story because it's really funny. It's a really funny story, and if you haven't heard it, I'm going to tell it anyway. But it's awesome. So it's
I believe it.
It's a story about my dad because I've been thinking a ton about him lately. So back in the old days, we lived in a little hick town called Shediac, New Brunswick.
Yes.
And back in those days, not everyone had cable. Cable wasn't readily available to everyone. It was only available in major cities, and we were not in a major city. So at one point, they decided to add cable to our little town. Now, we lived on the like right off the Trans-Canada Highway. You've never been to my place down there. I guess not. But
I've been to Shediac, but I don't know.
You wouldn't have known, yeah.
No.
But anyway, we lived on the Trans-Canada Highway. So they were able to get cable on the other side of the Trans-Canada Highway, but not on our side.
No. Oh, denied.
Yeah, so it was like, it sucked. I mean, I wanted cable. It would have been great, cartoons and stuff. But my dad's the one that wanted the cable more than any of us in the household. My dad was a big NASCAR fan.
Oh.
And we used to go up to Moncton and watch races at whoever's house would have us. Because he just wanted to watch those races, but these races are like 4 or 5 hours long. And,
right. Yes. It's 500 laps.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
I tell you what, buddy, 500. I can't take credit for that. That's not mine.
I just sound like I was from Louisiana. There, it's not even right.
I tell you what, buddy. So you guys would beg, borrow, steal to try and find a place to watch the NASCAR.
Dad really, he really loved. And back then you didn't have nothing. So anyway, at one point they decided they were going to add cable to our road. So Dad's like, oh my God, he's so excited. I guess he waited, and then he called them up and asked what's going on. You guys haven't contacted us. Definitely want to get cable, that sort of thing. But they were only going to run cable up to the house before our house. That's as far as they were going to go.
Oh, my God.
Because there was a road that separated us from our neighbor, so they were running as far as that road, the side road, and that's as far as they were going. They were not going to run past it.
Oh, my God.
So my dad's like, are you sure there's nothing you can do? I understand there's an infrastructure cost and all that stuff, right? And I understand. And, if we had to pay a higher fee, I can understand that. Or...
Mm-hmm.
If I have to pay a one-time fee in order for you guys to run the lines, you just let me know,
Right.
I really
I'll
want the cable. Mm-hmm. And they said, I'm sorry, Mr. McGinnity, we can't do that for you. It's blah, blah, blah. It's just we're not looking at that, maybe in 5 years from now or some such thing like that. Nope. And Dad was just, he begged. He literally begged.
Right.
And so anyway, Dad bit the bullet and said, oh, okay, you know what, I got to do something. This is stupid. I've tried to go through the proper channels. So he decided, you know what, I'm going to go buy a satellite dish.
Damn straight.
Now, back then, satellite dishes are not like now. They're super effing expensive back then. They're big. Yeah. There was a whole,
they took up, your whole backyard.
Yeah. And you had to run a line underground. And there was and the satellite dishes back then had to turn. So if you were going to catch this satellite, it had to be motorized. They're super expensive. And I don't know how Dad afforded this, but I knew he won the lotto at some point. And
Shut up.
And it wasn't like $1 million or $100,000, but it might have been like $10,000 or something, which back then was a ton of money.
Yeah.
So I think he might have actually bought it with that.
Oh, wow.
And you got the satellite dish, you know, he spent to have it, like, it was costly. But anyway, we got the satellite dish, and he could watch all the races he wanted.
And then you never saw your dad again.
Nope.
He disappeared for 5 years.
But so anyway, so he's happy. He got what he wanted, you know, and it was a cool looking dish. It was like one of the meshed ones. It wasn't those like
the big satellite thing, like just like you could pick up Venus or something.
Yeah. But it was top of the line, like. And back then they didn't scramble any channels. Like whatever's on the dish, you got. Like.
Oh yeah.
You know, no issues. Like you got everything. So you know what was cool is we had a lot of stations that you couldn't even get on cable. Like Fox had just come out back then. So Fox had like 6 hours of programming a week or whatever it was. They had like Married with Children was out then. So they had that. They had The Simpsons. Simpsons had just started. And they had the Dating Game. Followed by Divorce Court. Which is awesome programming.
That's too funny.
And then after that, they had the Silverhawks, which is a cartoon, and then Thundercats. And then they shut down for the evening because that's all they had. They didn't have a lot of shows. So their major programming, I think, was Sunday nights and Saturday nights, but they didn't really have much outside of that.
Okay.
So I just got cut off in traffic here. That's awesome. Okay, anyway, so it was awesome. It was like, oh my God, like our world just expanded. I was into wrestling at the time. I got every single pay-per-view, got to watch them. Even had people over. Oh, it was, and this is around the time of like Wrestlemania.
With Shawn Michaels.
5, like back then. I was just a kid. So it was like post. It was just post Hogan, Andre the Giant stuff. So it was the coming of Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels and like, so it was awesome. It was awesome. So anyway, so Dad has the dish up for I don't know how long. To me, it seemed like a couple of weeks, but we might have had it for 6 months or a year or whatever. Dad gets a call from the cable company.
Don't tell me. Don't.
Mr. McGinnity.
Shut
yes,
up.
This is. I won't say the cable company because I don't remember what they're called. This is blah, 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 and we understand that you've purchased a satellite dish, and you are getting some programming from the U.S. He goes, proudly, so he says, yes, I am.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we'd like to offer extra channels for our subscribers to cable, and we're wondering if we could actually tap into your dish to provide extra programming for our clients.
No! Oh, my God! I can't believe they did that.
Yeah.
Get out.
Can you guess what my dad said?
I'm gonna say you can take your request and put it where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was expletives involved, and oh my God, it was like how do you have the audacity to ask me?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's as my dad would say, it's like more nerve than a sore tooth.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So that's my story.
Wow. I can't. To call and ask if they can hook up. That takes balls. I'm sorry.
We became the envy after. We might have been the only one with a satellite dish potentially. I'm not sure, but. Yeah, it was...
unbelievable. I'm in shock.
Because cable back then was like probably like, what, 13 channels?
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? Like back
what
then.
year are we talking? 83?
Oh, probably, yeah. Well, yeah, it would have been 80s because... Yeah, because the Power Hour had just come out. So
God.
We had MuchMusic and we had MTV.
Yes.
And the Power Hour, it was around the time the Power Hour started on MuchMusic.
Okay.
So, for me, I think Dad's purchase is probably what led me down the evil path of hair metal. Because
that's it. Throw your dad under the bus.
Well, like David Lee Roth, Just a Gigolo, and Rebel Yell by like Billy Idol. Like it was around that time, so whatever year that was. And I'm oh my God, these bands are so freaking cool.
That was probably 85.
Yeah, that might be about, because that was around the time of WrestleMania 5. And WrestleMania 5 was probably around 85 or so.
Because I'm thinking...
It was 83 was WrestleMania 3, I think.
I'm going back in my memory banks.
Oh, I thought you were doing that Google thing.
Oh, well, that too. But I'm like, I'm going to try and beat Google and see if I can. So WrestleMania.
So we actually brought it with us to Montreal when we brought it to Winnipeg.
You did?
Yeah. we brought it to Winnipeg, and we had it up here, and then when we moved to Montreal, we put it up there, and then the wonderful residents of Kirkland contacted us. I guess there's more to this story. So the wonderful residents of Kirkland contacted their MLA or whatever it's called.
Member of Parliament, blah, blah, blah.
Member of Parliament, and asked us to take it down because it was an eyesore.
Because they suck.
Yeah, but it was like dead. But like the dish was like the mesh one. It was like the sexy one. Like it wasn't white or blue like
that eyesore.
Yeah. It was actually it looked good, and I mean it wasn't obstructing anything. Like it was no different than a tree. Except it was not a tree, but.
Oh well, But some people, that's all they have to do, eh? Yeah. It's just like look out the window, go.
And that's why we moved away from Montreal.
And then you left me all alone. Yes, it's exactly
our friendship was forged in fire.
Yes,
thanks to the residents of Kirkland, Quebec.
Damn
and
you,
that tough
residents
decision we had to make. That was awesome.
But wow, I mean, I can only picture your dad driving down the 40 with a big ass mofo like antenna, just like la 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 la. Oh look, Harold, somebody's driving with a big antenna beside us. That is too funny. By the way, WrestleMania, 1987.
WrestleMania 1987 was WrestleMania 5?
3.
Oh,
3. Yeah. No, it said the date,
okay.
March 29th, 1987.
That's WrestleMania 3?
Yep.
Wow.
3rd annual WrestleMania professional wrestling pay-per-view, March 29th, 1987.
So that means we got it just before we moved away then, because we moved away in 87. Hang on now. Well, no, I guess that makes sense because we had the satellite dish in Montreal and we watched WrestleMania 7. I had a bunch of people over. Did you come to my house for that? I had a WrestleMania party on whatever, Brunswick Boulevard or whatever I was on. And I had people from the bookstore there.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I was over at your house a bunch of times.
That might have been before you and I had met.
Yes, exactly. I think so. Which I can't even conceive because it's like you've been friends forever.
Yeah. Probably, I've been friends with you longer than anyone.
Yes, I think that's what we were talking about. Yes, yeah, exactly. I want to say like 1989, maybe?
Yeah, because I think, I would have met you. Oh, hang on. Were you at the bookstore when I moved there, or had you left, or had you just left?
Now you're asking a good question.
Because I don't know if we actually worked together.
Maybe not. That's a good question.
Because you were friends with Svea.
Svea, exactly. She and I went to high school together.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
Oh, really?
How is she doing anyway?
She's good. She's great. She's got 3 kids. She's living out near Ottawa way.
Okay.
And actually, she...
with the same guy from back then, is she?
Yes.
No way!
Yes!
That was awesome.
I know.
Nick,
exactly. Nick,
I like Nick.
Nick is a cool guy. He's a very, very cool guy. I want to say he's a fireman now.
Okay.
And his mom also used to work at the downstairs. I can't remember.
I liked her. She worked at the children's department. There was 2 ladies. There was his mom and
That's right.
Evelyn, I'm thinking her name was.
Yes, I
Evelyn
think so.
And Pat.
Pat! You You, my friend, you are good.
It's a bear trap up there.
It's a bear trap up there.
So, okay, now I want to go back and talk memories. So,
yes.
Nick, do you remember this? Nick was actually a guitar player, and he was actually very proficient.
Oh, yeah.
Do you recall that?
Oh, yes.
Does he still play guitar?
I want to say yes, actually, and I think he passed down his tutelage to one of his kids. I think.
Nice.
Yes. So,
I remember him being very good, and he the stuff he listened to was incredibly complex. I remember he listened to a band called Marillion.
Oh my!
Yeah, and Marillion was very technical. It was like a prog-ish band, kind of
prog rock. Yes, from the UK, the second wave of the British invasion.
Right. Yes, that's right. But they weren't like an Iron Maiden. They were more.
No. They're kind of like, I would kind of put them in the same category as Pink Floyd, or I want to say
more technical version of Pink Floyd.
Yeah, or like, kind of like Pink Floyd and what's the name of that stupid band that I hate? Jethro Tull. Oh yeah. Kind of along those lines. I think if you married, I think it's closer more to Jethro Tull. I think in the just in the experimental kind of prog rock.
Well, if
movement.
you ever talk to them, please.
I certainly will. Well, she's on Facebook.
I never even thought of looking.
Well,
I actually just remembered her name just now, and all those names.
Well, because again, bear trap.
So do you remember? Okay, so do you remember there was Mark used to work at the bookstore. He was a tall, lanky dude, black hair. His girlfriend's name was Gabby.
Mark, yes.
I don't remember his last name though.
Oh, I know.
I hung out with him and his girlfriend a lot. We used to go to the food court and eat, and I think you probably joined us.
Probably.
Were you still working in the mall, or where were you at that time?
Oh boy, I'm trying to remember, because I distinctly, actually, you know what? It may have been. I might not have been working, because I'll tell you, as soon as I turned 18, I was working in an office environment.
Oh, really?
So that was 19. Yep. So I probably was not working at the mall after when you came in, because you came in maybe 1989.
89, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally got a job a month after I moved there, or less.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because we moved in the summer, like school was done. Oh, yeah. So when I moved, so my parents were already living there.
Okay.
And I had to finish high school, so I was living with Kara's family.
Oh, okay.
So,
is that how you guys got to be so close? I mean, I know you guys are cousins.
That actually is what really cemented it, for sure.
Okay.
So then when I moved to Montreal, I actually hopped on a train, because it was free for us, because Dad worked there, and I had all my possessions in whatever bags I could carry, and moved to Montreal on a train.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the rest was moved like by a truck or something?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
What?
I kept enough possessions to live for the whatever it was. I guess it was a year, half a year, whatever it was.
Wow.
And then I just had all my clothes, like in a number of bags.
Jeez.
And and I think most of my music went with Mom and Dad when they moved.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So yeah, that was. And then I moved there. I think I delayed it as long as I could, but I ended up moving closer to like September or August or something.
Okay.
And then I went and applied for 3 jobs. So, and then I got accepted at all of them.
Oh,
and
nice.
I had to pick.
Oh,
with no experience.
Oh, no.
It was my first job.
Wow.
Yeah, so I picked Smith Books over Le Chateau.
Oh, thank God.
And I can't remember what the other place was. It was another place in the mall.
What kind of, was it closed? Was it,
Le Chateau was closed, yeah, so I was going to be selling clothes.
Oh, yeah, no, that I know, but like the third one, do you remember if it was a closed store?
It was closed or something like that. Yeah, I only applied to 3 jobs because I didn't really want to work. And it was like, I got an interview at all of them. Okay.
It's like...
And I actually, Le Chateau basically hired me on the spot.
Shut The front door. Wow.
Yeah, well, you know what got me the job at Le Chateau was...
It's because you're awesome.
No, actually, not at all. It was purely
your
superficial.
keen fashion sense. Oh, really?
It was my keen fashion sense, actually.
Well, there you go.
Because they actually, on the form you had to fill out, you actually had to include a picture of you. So I actually included my grad picture, wearing my silver suit that I had for grad.
Oh.
And I had my long hair. And the long hair is what got me the job. But when I moved to Montreal, the first thing I did is I'm looking for work. That's when I cut my hair super short. And they saw what I did. Oh my God, he had this hair and he cut it short. Yeah. This guy's jumping trends, I guess. I don't know. And they hired me, and that's pretty much why they hired me. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then W.H. Smith called me, left a message for me when I got home, because we didn't have cell phones in those days. I got home, and it was a message from W.H. Smith. And it was Serge Labar.
Yes. Oh my God.
That had called me, I believe. I think it was him, and he interviewed me. And I'm like, oh, working in a bookstore? Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, no kidding.
So I had to call the Chateau back and say that I was offered something that was a little more up my alley.
Right.
So yeah, that's my
Look
portaging
at you
story.
Remembering names like that. Jeez, I remembered his name was Serge.
Oh my God, that guy was freaking awesome.
Yes, he was pretty cool. He was pretty cool.
Oh, so good story about Serge. You worked with him probably a fair amount, I guess, because he would have been there for a while. Mm-hmm. He so when I started there, he asked, how long you been here? Da, 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 da. I said, well, I've been here 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the hell it was. And he goes, oh, do you know anybody here? And I'm like, I don't know anybody here. Uh-huh. I just moved here. I literally know no one. Yes. I said, I know my parents, but I don't know anybody. He goes, that's not good.
What?
Tell you what we're going to do. He said, so I got hired, whatever. I started on a Monday or Tuesday. He goes, so keep your Friday night open or Saturday night open or whatever it was. And, and we all went to the bar.
Shut up.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Did you guys... Oh, I'm trying to think of the name of that bar that was across the street from Fairview.
Oh, Chi-Chi's? No.
No. I'm thinking right across the street where the movie theater was.
Oh my God, yes.
And there was a bar there.
We might have gone there, but I remember he wanted to show me Montreal, so we ended up going downtown. I don't know if it was that first night, and we went to the Peel Pub.
Okay.
Remember the Peel Pub? I don't know if they still exist or not.
It's still there. It's not where it used to be, but it's still there.
We went there. So I think on that outing, Kathy Conroy was there. I don't know if you remember her. And who else? Oh, there was another gal in the office. She was good friends with Serge. She came, I think.
There was
Nick
Rachel.
Came. No, Rachel didn't come to that.
Oh, okay.
Nick, I'm pretty sure Nick came, and Svea probably came.
Okay.
But it was a lot the younger 20s and 30s people that came out.
Okay.
And I'm like, if this is Montreal and they called Manitoba Friendly Manitoba, I think they get the license plates wrong. That was literally my first reaction, because I did not see Friendly Manitoba until I moved back here. And then all of a sudden, because I was road traveled, suddenly I became popular.
Oh, really?
But anyway.
That is too funny.
So,
wow, you are blowing me away with all your recall of these names.
So here's your goal.
Okay, my homework for today.
Your homework for today. Reach out to your high school friend to say hi, and I probably will go friend her and her husband on Facebook.
Yes, actually, I will tell her that that we spoke and that we talked about her, and her ears will probably
be burning. They're probably burning right now.
Exactly.
And I will link both of them and as many people as I remember into the podcast.
Excellent. Actually, she's changed her name though.
Yeah. What to his last name, right? Or no?
Exactly.
What the hell was her last name?
Stocker.
Like Stocker.
Okay. Exactly.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Exactly.
Cool.
So, but yes, I know. I mean, ultimately, you know, if I had my druthers, I'd have like this big party, and I'd have like you and Svea.
Oh, and all those people.
Yeah, exactly.
Those
that would
were
just
my
be...
favorite people to party with, like that whole gang that we had.
Yes.
Like, to be honest, it was always fun. There was never drama.
Never,
well, I guess
never.
there was drama, but it was like drama and it's done.
Yes,
you know?
yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, you and I had some fun times at the marina.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, I
and
couldn't remember what that was called.
And Backstreets.
Backstreets. Oh my God, yes.
Good times.
Well, I totally forgot the names of those places.
Oh no.
I remember that was fun.
My dad used to call them sidewalks, and I'm like, no, Dad, it's not sidewalks. It's okay, Dad. God bless him.
Oh God, I love Dave.
Oh, God bless Dave. And God
hi to
bless
Dave.
Eileen. I will.
Oh
I
my
will.
God, Dave
and
and Eileen.
hi.
Dave and Eileen are not even people; they're like characters. Like, let's be honest. There's Eileen and there's Dave.
Because Eileen, you can't go outside because it's dark and it's raining.
Yeah. Yes.
God bless her.
Oh God.
She's
I remember
awesome.
the things your dad said. They're always like freaking hilarious. Like, where did you dig that up? I have no idea, but it always made me laugh.
His expressions were like just, what was it? Just like, he start off with like Kamaska diddly poop.
Yes,
and like,
yeah.
Where does that come from? And, I'm trying to think of them now. Actually, they're not coming to me. But yes, my dad has many an expression.
Davisms.
And it just Davisms. Yes, exactly. It should write a book of Davisms.
Oh my God. It would sell. I'd buy it. I'd buy 2 copies.
You'd buy 2 copies. And I'd get them autographed just for you.
Oh, I'd love that. Actually, I totally would. Okay, well, actually, my dear, I've actually made it home. So I'm going to go in and go kiss my kids and that kind of stuff. So
go give them big hugs for me.
I shall. All right,
Anyways,
well, that was actually fun. We
this
veered
is
off in a
always
different
a blast.
direction, and I don't give a shit.
It's
awesome.
always fun. It's like, we're on a road and we don't know where we're going, and we take a left turn in Albuquerque, and
that's right.
It's all good.
So I'm working out of the office more often, so I'm going to have 3 long ride homes every single week. So we can do this every week, every other week, or whatever works.
Hey, man, I'm totally on board. You know that.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, well, we're going to sign off.
Yes,
there's
we
always,
are.
Okay, so I'm going to, all the catchphrase. So there's always a bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish.
See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.
There's always a better fig. I don't know.
Fig?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Always a better fig?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Good
that is. Yeah, you look it up and tell me why I say the things I do, because I don't.
Well, my dad, I'll leave you with this one. My dad always says, a faint heart never fucked a pig, but don't ask. With that being said,
we have all the catchphrases for the show that we need. We're perfect.
I tell you, we are so good.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. You have a good night, and we'll talk to you
too.
probably by next week, I'm sure.
All right. Take
all
care,
right.
honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye.